What's up, YouTube? This is Sam with Wolfpack Media. Today we're talking about wireless chargers, Toyota's wireless chargers. Wouldn't it be nice if all the electronics worked on your truck or your car that you spent your hard-earned money on? Wouldn't it be nice if the small comforts that you paid that little extra for actually worked? Wouldn't it be nice? I'd love to live in that land, but unfortunately we don't. Toyota's wireless chargers across, I think, all of their vehicles are faulty, to say the least. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you now, it doesn't matter if you got a Google, a Samsung, an iPhone. It does not matter which device you have. These wireless chargers that they've created and they put out, I don't know who's making them for Toyota or if Toyota's making them themselves, but whoever is doesn't know what they're doing, or does and is just taking advantage of Toyota and putting just absolute garbage into their electronics. Anyway, I brought my Toyota to, or my Tundra to Toyota, the service department, on my first service after buying the truck. And I said, hey, wireless charger doesn't work. What are you gonna do for me? This is Toyota San Luis Obispo. I've been there and I've been to Santa Maria. I've had the worst experience at both of them. But I went there, all right, I got my service records here. I went there one time, I went there 2 times, 3 times, 4 times for this wireless charger problem. All right. So if you're thinking about taking your truck in or your car in with the wireless charger and it's not working right for you, let me save you some time and tell you how it went for me. All right. So let's get into it. First time I went there, I was there all day and they told me it works fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Had the tech come out to my car, had him put his phone on my cradle here. It was an iPhone 12 for reference. He put it on the cradle and he said, yeah, see, look, it connects, it works. And then he takes his phone off. And I said, well, hold on. Let it sit there. Did you let it sit there? Like, how long did you wait for it? And he's like, oh, no, I let it sit there for a minute. It worked fine. I said, okay, well, leave it there. Let me see. And so he leaves it there and 30 seconds goes by and it disconnects without its case on, right? And he's all, oh, shoot. Well, maybe it does just a fluke. Let me do it again. Does it again. Boom. Disconnects after like 25 seconds, 20 seconds this time. I said, see, man, it's not working. And he's like, okay, all right. Well, all right, let's make another service appointment for you. It's 5 o'clock now, so we're closing. So you'll have to come back next time and we'll get it figured out, get it diagnosed. It's like, okay, that's what I'm here for today, but fine, whatever. So come back 2 weeks later and same thing. I'm there. Actually, this time I was only there for the wireless charger, and they had the car for 6 hours. 6 hours, and they tell me, hey, so our tech looked at it and looks fine. Everything's fine. It's like, no, that's what they told me last time, and I showed them it doesn't work. Have the tech come out to my car again. And I actually brought the service rep or the service advisor out with me too. I was like, both of you guys come out. I need you guys to make notes of this because I'm not coming back here again for the same thing. And so they come out, same thing, put the phone down, and they're like, oh yeah, you know what? You're right. It doesn't really work. And then the service advisor asks the technician, well, what did you test when you said that it worked? And he's like, well, I put my phone there for 30 minutes and it charged. And I asked, well, how much? And he says, well, I had it there for 30 minutes and it charged 2%. 2%. That's working according to the service technician. Oh yeah. Grade A Toyota. Let's put that out there. Let's go places. What the heck? 2% in 30 minutes? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. That is not working properly. And that's on his phone. So, which again, I think he had an iPhone as well. But anyway, so the service tech was like, or service advisor, excuse me, was like, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have you come back next time and we'll have to make another appointment because we're got 3 hours left in the day. You know, we don't have time to do this. And I was like, gosh darn it, I don't want to have to drive all the way down here again. I live an hour away from the service department. This is my time, money, like, come on. And so she said, okay, all right, I'm really sorry. And so I asked him, I said, hey, can you actually order the wireless charger to be here when I show up next time? So that way, if you identify that you need to replace the part, you know, it's here at least. So that way you can replace it same day. I don't have to come down here twice again. So now 4 times. And she said, no, can't do that. I'm really sorry. You can only replace the part after we know it's broken. And I said, gosh darn it, okay, fine. So I came down here for the third time. They diagnosed it. They said, you know what, you're right. It doesn't really charge right. Let's make an appointment for you to come in and get it, get the new charger installed. I'm like, all right, fine. So another 2 weeks goes by. Come down, I get it installed. They took all day. Every single time I went down there, they took all day. It took all my time. I'm just sitting in the service department. I mean, it was terrible. And they tell me, all right, it's all fixed, new one's installed. And I said, all right. So I went out to my truck, put my phone on the cradle, same problem. It was a different charger, 110%. The sticker wasn't on it anymore, so I knew it was a different actual installed part. But no, didn't work. So I checked back in, and with the service advisor, and I said, hey, it doesn't work. And she's like, no, they installed the part, they checked it, I know it does. And so I had her, the manager, and the technician all come out to my truck, and I showed them, and they said, you know what, you're right. It didn't fix anything. So I said, all right, well, what do you want to do? Toyota, what do you want to do? It doesn't work. You're seeing this, it doesn't work. What are you guys going to do about that for me? And they said, yeah, I'm really sorry. We replaced the part. It's not the part's fault. It's just, that's just how it is. It's how it's designed. How it's designed to be poor. Like, if you bought a car from Toyota and you brought it back to them, and you're like, hey, you said this was a truck and it could tow 10,000 pounds, but I tried towing like a bicycle or putting something on a bike on the bike rack, and like it couldn't go anywhere because it didn't have enough power. Toyota wouldn't just be like, oh, that's oops. Like, no, you advertise this as a wireless charger and it doesn't charge my phone. Like, what is going on? And to them, that's just, they don't care. And what's crazy too is I asked them, like, well, I understand as a service department, there's nothing more for you specifically to do in regards to fixing this right now. I understand that you can't fix it. This is a design problem. I agree with you. But what's next? Like, how, everyone's probably having this problem. If it's a design problem, every single wireless charger you've put out has been terrible. So what are you guys going to do to fix that, to make it better? This is terrible. Or at least start making your new cars with wireless chargers better. At the very least, so more people don't have to, fall into the same thing that I'm falling into. And they had no information for me. So, now we get to the unfortunate next step, which is how do we, as the customer, as the owner of our vehicles that want wireless charging, how do we get away with having a good, decent functionality of the wireless charger? So this is an option. This is, again, that wireless charger I bought on Amazon for, I think it was 30 bucks, when it was a 2-pack. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take this. I've already taken this all apart. I'll pan the camera down here in a second, but I already taken this all apart before, and so I know this will fit. Unfortunately, by plugging this in, it's just a straight 2-wire connection for power and ground. By plugging this in to the truck, we're going to lose the ability to see if your phone is charging from your display. It's not going to say QI charging. However, you will be able to actually charge your phone. So to me, that's a decent handoff. We're going to see if this is going to be a viable option as a fix. So stay tuned here. We'll get this all torn apart and show you what's going on in there. Taken apart here, you can see that the wireless charger can't be removed without taking all this off, which is a bummer. But once you have all this off, the wireless charger just sits right there. And so you got 4 bolts on either corner to take this off, as well as those 2 screws for the little light. But anyway, you just pull that off. You can see there's a 12-volt supply to the wireless charger there, and that's what we're going to be plugging into for the wireless charger here. So there we go. So you can see in the light there, it's kind of hard to see, but that is your single coil. It's just one coil on this wireless charger. All this technology for just one coil that puts out 2 watts of charge. So a real bummer there. And then these little lights, obviously, on the right-hand side here. So, and then also we have the plate. So this is the plate that sits on top of it. It is smooth on the back. So that's what we're going to be putting our charger on. charger. I'm going to be securing it flat to the back of this. It is plugged in. I have it wired straight into the connector here for the USB, and yeah, just a straight 12 volt connector. This is just going to get taped, or excuse me, glued right here. Once that's glued nice and tight, I already did test this. This does work on my phone. It's not as strong as I'd like it to be. It's still not great, but it's definitely better than the stock charging. So got that installed. It does work. It's not as fast as I was hoping, but it does work. I'll leave a link in the description below for that exact charger I bought on Amazon. You know, it's a little bit of a bummer. I'm always a fan of, you know, making things work, but I really like the OEM fit and finish. So hopefully someday Toyota will come up with a solution to this and actually fix that part. Maybe send out a recall so that we can all go in and get that part replaced with an OEM part that keeps that OEM functionality and that fit and finish nice and clean. So yeah, I'll show it to you. I mean, obviously you guys can't see anything. It's still the same. Looks the same from the outside, but I have verified it works. I left my phone charging for 30 minutes, charged up 25%. So that's better than the 2 that Toyota said was perfectly fine. So anyway, it's not so much of a huge happy ending, but hopefully we'll see some changes from Toyota in the future. At least that's my hope. If you guys hear of any solutions other than this, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And also, if you guys have had any similar experiences with Toyota service not being the best they could be, please let me know. All right, you guys have a great day.